Welcome back to Views with Hughes and Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and story of the hour, the Acolyte trailer, that's been released on May the 4th, also known as Star Wars Day, has been ratioed once again on YouTube. Now, I'm not going to play the video, but just going to show you all where the video currently stands. So, over 5 million views and stuff and counting, with 59,000 likes compared to 90,000 dislikes. Okay, and then the comments, as you guessed it, by the OG Star Wars fans, they're trolling them. Okay, trouncing and trolling them at every point. And I'll be honest with you, I approve of this. Okay, so basically, as I shared with you all, Star Wars officially released the trailer to the upcoming Disney Plus woke show, The Acolyte. Okay, and a lot of people, as you can see, are not really pleased by it. All right, so even though that May 25th is actually the real Star Wars Day, because that's when the first movie was released on that date back in 1977, a lot of Star Wars fans are really usually getting to the celebrating May the 4th, because it sounds like May the 4th be with you. And it's a day to watch your favorite Star Wars movie, maybe even read a Star Wars book or play Star Wars video games, or just talk about everything you love about the Star Wars franchise. But lately, there hasn't been much new stuff that people didn't really like. Okay, so actually a lot of it has been really bad, and thanks to Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm and Disney. So it's kind of actually funny that on May the 4th, the woke Disney decided to release a new trailer for a show that everyone thinks is going to be terrible, The Acolyte. All right, so not only did they show the Acolyte trailer on May the 4th, but they also put a sneak peek for The Acolyte after the credits of the Phantom Menace re-release that was in theaters back on May the 4th. And then they're really trying to get people to be interested in The Acolyte really hard. And last time they released the teaser trailer for The Acolyte, it was a disaster. The Acolyte got the worst reactions of any Star Wars show or movie ever, and nothing ever had been even disliked as much as the Acolyte trailer. And they wanted to be the first to do this and that, and well, Disney and Lucasfilm were the first to get so many dislikes with the Acolyte trailer, and now the second time for the Acolyte trailer is becoming much worse. Now, the Acolyte trailer that came out on May the 4th is also known as Star Wars Day, didn't go down well with the fans. You see, the Acolyte trailer got more dislikes than likes, as I've showed you all earlier in the video, with 90,000 dislikes and compared to 59,000 dislikes. And as y'all can see and tell, fans are not happy, and I don't think a lot of them will ever be happy. And it seems like the dislikes are going to keep going up. It's not the first time this happened, but a similar thing happened with the first trailer of The Acolyte, as I've just stated. And people are also criticizing the Acolyte trailer a lot. Now, The Acolyte was expected to be a big deal and positive change for Star Wars, especially when a lot of people say it has a more mature storyline. But then again, fans are not impressed, and they're wondering, Star Wars as well as Disney Lucasfilm are wondering why. Some folks think that the main problem is that the creators are a little more focused on pushing diversity and representation in The Acolyte as well as Star Wars, rather than just staying true to the spirit of Star Wars itself and honoring its creator, George Lucas. Now, back from the start, The Acolyte was marketed as being focused on female characters, with Leslie Headland, who used to work for Harvey Weinstein, remind you, is leading the project as a director. So she's the showrunner of the show, and Leslie Headland has been vocal about wanting the show to reflect her own identity as a queer woman, emphasizing that it needed to showcase characters like her. That's no surprise, because could have sworn is kind of similar to what Kathleen Kennedy did with Rey Palpatine from the Disney Star Wars sequels. Okay. But fans feel like this focus on personal agendas rather than the essence of Star Wars is what's crushing the franchise itself and causing the disappointment. Now, throughout the journey, it's interesting how activists, including actors who are also activists, play a big role in making The Acolyte. Now, when you have an activist leading The Acolyte, everyone involved, from the cast to the crew and even the writers, tend to be a bit activist minded. And that's unfortunately just how it goes nowadays. And even Amanda Steinberg, who stars in it, praised the diversity in the Acolyte. Now, Jodie Turner-Smith, who's another actor in the Acolyte, thinks having a black lead is groundbreaking and excited to see more women involved in Star Wars. But hold up. Have you not noticed the past decade or over the last 12 years of Disney Star Wars stories? Now, there have been plenty of women involved. Some of these folks jumping on board aren't even genuine Star Wars fans, vis-a-vis Leslie Hetland. But it's also not surprising to see Star Wars Twitter account using the Phantom Menace to promote the Acolyte. And honestly, people are hyped for it. Just like on one poster talked about how one person supposedly can't wait for the Acolyte after seeing the teaser for it in theaters during the Phantom Menace. I guarantee you that was a bot account, by the way. But yeah, that Acolyte trip at that Acolyte clip at the end of the re-release of the Phantom Menace, a lot of people were saying it was incredible. They're trying to get folks to watch. Okay, now the Phantom Menace, they're trying to have people to watch the Phantom Menace while hinting at the Acolyte as a prequel to it. Now, May the 4th didn't go as planned, but not only did the Empire get re-released with some odd stuff going on, but the Acolyte also failed to impress with its new trailer on Star Wars Day itself. Now, it's also another letdown for Disney Star Wars and Lucasfilm, but at this point, that's just basically what we've come to expect. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. I have no interest in watching this show at all. Okay, because I want to go ahead and be able to keep the time on this earth that I still have, and I don't want to waste any more time. But the thing is, people want what George Lucas envisioned, not a story with a current day political ideologies that's intertwined in the content itself to put out there a certain woke political agenda or a woke political message. Okay, but I showed y'all the ratio on YouTube is abysmal. Okay, and I guarantee it's going to get even bigger. And the show itself, the Acolyte, is actually dead on arrival because of the fact that no one is looking to watch it, let alone rewatch it. All right. And also notice in the trailer, if you've watched the trailer before, it doesn't even mentions that from the studio that brought you The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Andor. But it didn't even mention Book of Boba Fett, Willow, or even Kenobi. All right. So that's also another way that we can see how Lucasfilm as well as woke Disney know that this movie or show is actually going to be a fail. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Are you looking forward to the Acolyte, or are you just going to skip it? Let me know your thoughts about the show itself. And let me know your thoughts about the current state of Disney Star Wars as well as Lucasfilm. So share your thoughts with me in the comments below. Also, be sure to smash the like button on this video and share far and wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already and you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.